One of the more interesting stories that developed this week, seeing as how we didn't get any indictments handed down yet, is the fact that John Schindler, who is a well-respected former NSA analyst, wrote an article for The Observer where he said that intelligence communities throughout the world, intelligence agencies within other countries, all seem to be in possession of sex tapes involving Donald Trump. Now, Schindler was very quick to admit that, one, the infamous P tape probably does not exist. He also said that many of the sex tapes that foreign intelligence communities claim to own are very obvious forgeries. He did, however, make the claim in this article that one very reputable country, he did not tell us which one, and their intelligence community, which is very well respected, does have in their possession a sex tape that Schindler claims is authentic, featuring our president, Donald Trump. So what does this mean for the United States? What does it mean for Donald Trump? It really doesn't mean anything for Donald Trump. Obviously, being in a sex tape, if he actually was, is not a crime. Unless there were underage people there or illegal activities, which we have no reason to assume that there were. This is not a crime for Donald Trump, and it's certainly not an impeachable offense. What it does do for the country, however, is basically what the Rob Ford crack-smoking mayor from Canada did for Canada. It just once again makes the U.S. an international embarrassment for the rest of the world. Could you imagine what Fox News would have done if even an allegation of a sex tape came up during Barack Obama's presidency? If somebody came forward and said, I have a sex tape featuring the President of the United States? That would have been the only thing that network talked about from the day it was released until the day that Barack Obama passes away. They would still be talking about it today. And I'm not saying that any of these tapes that Schindler says exist actually do exist. I'm saying that if they do, that's going to present a very real image problem for the United States, because it's going to show the world just how stupid our voters are for voting for a guy like Donald Trump. Not just because of the tape, if it does or does not exist, but because we knew what he stood for. We knew the kind of person he was, and yet somehow people voted for him anyway. That's the end game here. It's not because other countries are trying to get something out of the Trump administration. It's not because they want to subvert our democracy. It's because they want to hold up a giant mirror to the United States so that the rest of the world can look at us and see just how stupid this alleged superpower truly is when we put a bunch of stupid people together in large numbers. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see here on Ring of Fire, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. You can see the little subscribe button down there, but if you're watching it on another device where you can't see it, go to youtube.com/TheRingOfFire, hit subscribe, be notified every time we get a new video.